Deanda, and thank you so much for coming to tune into my channel today. And what I want to talk to you all about is ways that you can use parent volunteers in your classroom this school year to help you out and hopefully lighten your workload. Ideally, each year you'll have at least one parent who comes to you and says something along the lines of, hey, let me know what I can do for you, how I can help you out. I would love to come into the classroom and just do what I can to be a help. Now, I know this is not the case all the time in every school or every year, but if a parent says that to you, it's really great if you already have something in mind that they can help you out with, so that you can end the conversation off like, well, actually, I would love for you to come in and ... are some of the things that you can help me out with. Now, if you have nothing at the forefront of your thinking, it could be quite a while before the parent actually makes it into your classroom to help you out, because sometimes you can just get so accustomed to doing everything on your own that you forget that the offer for help was even made, or you're just so accustomed to doing everything by yourself that you don't even really have a concept of or know how another person could help you out. And so this kind of was the case for me before I got to, or when I got to the school where I am now, because I taught for 8 years in a public school where parental involvement as far as academics or like having a room mom and that kind of thing, it was not really that high. I've never had a room mom while I was there. I know there are a couple other teachers who did, but I just never had one. And I never had someone, say, well, let me not say never, because never is such a finite, absolute, no exceptions kind of thing. I don't recall a person or a parent reaching out to me in that way while I was there. So anyway, fast forward, I'm at the school where I am now. It's not a public school, it is a private Christian school, and I had a lot more parents offer to help out when I came to this school. And so I was like, man, I have to figure out ways that I can let these people help me. So one thing that I would suggest for you to do, if you have people who want to help and you don't really know what they can do, pay really close attention over the next week or two to everything. And I mean everything. Pay really close attention to all the things you're doing in your classroom, and then ask yourself the question as you're doing these things, is this something that another person could help me out with? Now, if the answer to that question is yes, you are going to want to make a list. So grab your phone, open up Google Keep or Wunderlist or whatever it is that you use to take notes. Maybe it's paper and pencil. I don't know. Just whatever it is that you do to take notes. You want to start taking some notes about the things, or you want to make a list of the ways that you have figured out for your own classroom that parents can help you out. Now, once you have your list done, the next thing that you want to do is you want to categorize your list into two different categories. And the first category is going to be ongoing tasks. So an ongoing task is going to be anything that you might need help with on an ongoing basis in your classroom. For example, things like having copies made, cutting out lamination. If you're like me, then you have tons of those letters from the Dollar Tree that need to be punched out. And I would call that ongoing because I have so many that I would just never ask anyone to punch them all out at once, because it would be boring and it would be a lot. That's how many of them I have. Yes, I know. So your first category is ongoing tasks, and then the next category is going to be project-specific tasks. A project-specific task is any task that you need help with just for one time, because it's a specific project, and it's a one and done kind of thing. So for example, we are now in the fall season, and a lot of people like pumpkin everything for the fall. So let's say that your class is doing something that they typically do, but you want to put a little fall pizzazz into your classroom, and so now you're just gonna slap some pumpkin on there, or make a pumpkin background, or just some surface level kind of thing to add a little decor to your classroom. So that means you are going to now need to cut out 16 orange pumpkins from construction paper, or however many students you have in your classroom. And that's something that you can do yourself, but is that really the best use of your time as a teacher? Probably not. So it's a perfect opportunity for a parent to come in and to help you out. It would be a specific task. So they'll come in, they'll cut out the pumpkins, and when it's done, it's just done. Okay? So now you have your two categories: project specific tasks and ongoing tasks. Let me get a little bit of Zephyr Hills here. So you have your two categories, and now what you want to do is you want to get the word out to parents to let them know that you need help. So there are a few different ways that you can do that. One way is by using a website like signupgenius.com, where you can just put in the different things that you came up with from your list, assign them different times, and then allow the parents to sign up for those projects, I guess we could call them. And you just type in their email addresses, it shoots an email out to the parents, lets them know, hey, you can sign up for this slot. And then when a parent signs up for it, that slot disappears because now it's already been taken. So it's a really good way that you can manage all those different projects that you have for your volunteers to do without, emailing back and forth, phone calling, texting, or anything like that. So some people might not really be interested in or want to do signupgenius.com, and if that's the case, just get the word out in your newsletter that you send home with students, or maybe like on my the front of my homework packet that goes home every Friday. I have like a weekly peek at our week, and you can put a note on there, send an email out to the parents, or maybe you don't want all parents to have that opportunity to come in. Maybe there's just specific parents that you want to reach out to because they have already let you know that they want to help, or because you know that they're really organized and good at problem solving or troubleshooting, and so you just want those people. Send them an email, or just basically what I'm saying is do whatever you need to do to get the word out and let parents know that, hey, come to my classroom and help me out. So once you have that done and you have parents who are scheduled to come into the classroom, you want to make sure that you have everything that you need for them to do their task already together and set to go for them when they come in. Now, an example I can think of is when I had a parent come in and put up all the words on my word wall for me. When she got to the classroom, I think that I was actually teaching, but I didn't have to stop instruction because I had a 3.5 by 5 inch index card where I had written out all the directions and the steps for her to put the words up. It was very detailed, so she knew exactly what to do. The putty was there, the words were there, there was a ruler to space the words out so much, and it worked out really well because by the time I was done teaching my lesson, she was done putting the words up, and it just worked really well. Another tip for when the parents are coming in, you may want to schedule them to come in like 45 minutes to an hour before your resource time or before lunchtime, because there are some teachers who are just like, oh my gosh, I don't want these parents in here just watching me teach all day. There are some teachers who it kind of freaks you out or makes you feel a little nervous or uncomfortable. And so if you schedule them to come in and help you out right before a break, then it just gives a natural exit where parents will leave when you are going to music or PE or going to lunch, because you're going to be leaving as a teacher. The kids are going to be leaving with you, and chances are that the parent is probably not just going to sit and hang around in the classroom. Now, there's some teachers like myself, I don't really mind if parents are there for a while or if they're not. Either way, it's cool with me, I'm okay. But that's just a little tip in case you just don't want them hanging out all day. Oh, my last tip, that's right. So after the parents have come in, they've helped you out, my final tip is that you want to make sure that you express your gratitude to those parents. I am absolutely a lover of stationery. I have thank you cards, I have blank notes, I have pretty paper, all in my desk drawer at work, because at a moment's notice, if I want to just write a nice note out to someone, I have all my little cards that I can choose from, and it just makes it really easy. So, you can write them a little thank you note, or you don't even have to go that far. You can just jot down a note in that student's planner and send it home, or maybe give them a phone call. Or, I haven't done this before, but I just thought of it. You could actually put a little thank you with the materials that you set out for the parents, and just like a little Hershey's Kiss or a little piece of chocolate or candy, or just a little token of your appreciation. All of us have busy lives, we have lots to do, and when a parent takes their time out to come in and help you, you just want to say, hey, thanks a bunch, I value your time and I appreciate you. So those are just a few of my tips. If you have more of your own, I would love to hear what they are, and you can go ahead and leave me a comment down below in the comment section. And my last thing, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I would definitely encourage you to do that right now. So go ahead and click the subscribe button so that as I continue to upload videos in the future, you will not miss out on any of them. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.